sometimes even to live as an act of courage. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. All cruelty springs from weakness. Non est ad astra malii terras via, there is no easy way from the earth to the stars. Religion is regarded by the common people as true, by the wise as false, and by rulers as useful. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. You act like mortals in all that you fear, and like immortals in all that you desire. As is a tale, so is life, not how long it is, but how good it is what matters. If a man knows not to which port he sails, no wind is favorable. Hang on to your youthful enthusiasms, you'll be able to use them better when you're older. It is the power of the mind to be unconquerable. It is not that we have so little time but that we lose so much. The life we receive is not short but we make it so. We are not ill-provided but use what we have wastefully. It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor. Begin at once to live, and count each separate day as a separate life. If you really want to escape the things that harass you, what you're needing is not to be in a different place but to be a different person. Until we have begun to go without them, we fail to realize how unnecessary many things are. We've been using them not because we needed them but because we had them. He who is brave is free. What need is there to weep over parts of life? The whole of it calls for tears. No man was ever wise by chance. They lose the day in expectation of the night, and the night in fear of the dawn. Associate with people who are likely to improve you. He suffers more than necessary, who suffers before it is necessary. I shall never be ashamed of citing a bad author if the line is good. Only time can heal what reason cannot.
Timendi causa est nescire, ignorance is the cause of fear. Most powerful is he who has himself in his own power. If you live in harmony with nature you will never be poor. If you live according what others think, you will never be rich. Life is like a play. It's not the length, but the excellence of the acting that matters. Enjoy present pleasures in such a way as not to injure future ones. As long as you live, keep learning how to live. Wealth is the slave of a wise man, the master of a fool. People are frugal in guarding their personal property, but as soon as it comes to squandering time they are most wasteful of the one thing in which it is right to be stingy. The sun also shines on the wicked. Leisure without books is death, and burial of a man alive. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. A sword never kills anybody, it is a tool in the killer's hand. Often a very old man has no other proof of his long life than his age. We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more from imagination than from reality. A gift consists not in what is done or given, but in the intention of the giver or doer. Life is long if you know how to use it. We learn not in the school, but in life. Anger, if not restrained, is frequently more hurtful to us than the injury that provokes it. There is no genius without a touch of madness. It is not the man who has too little that is poor, but the one who hankers after more. Nothing is more honorable than a grateful heart. Errare humanum est, sed perseverare diabolicum. To err is human, but to persist in the mistake is diabolical. But life is very short and anxious for those who forget the past, neglect the present, and fear the future. To wish to be well is a part of becoming well. While we wait for life, life passes. I am not born for one corner. The whole world is my native land. Withdraw into yourself, as far as you can. Associate with those who will make a better man of you. Welcome those whom you yourself can improve. The process is mutual, for men learn while they teach. Fire tests gold, suffering tests brave men. It does not matter how many books you have, but how good the books are which you have. You live as if you were destined to live forever. No thought of your frailty ever enters your head. Of how much time has already gone by you take no heed. You squander time as if you drew from a full and abundant supply, though all the while that day which you bestow on some person or thing is perhaps your last. Regard a friend as loyal, and you will make him loyal. It is difficult to bring people to goodness with lessons, but it is easy to do so by example.